a question arises about adrenoceptor antagonists. Adrenergic antagonists block the actions of the endogenous adrenergic transmitters epinephrine and norepinephrine. First, let's focus on alpha blockers. Alpha blockers reduce arteriolar and venous tone, causing a fall in peripheral resistance and blood pressure. Alpha blockers cause a reflex tachycardia, which is greater with non-selective drugs that also block alpha-2 presynaptic receptors on the heart, because the augmented release of norepinephrine stimulates further the cardiac beta receptors. Prazosin, a selective alpha-1 antagonist, causes relatively little tachycardia. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH for short, is common in men over 50 years old. As the prostate gland increases in size, pressure on the urethra obstructs urine flow. Alpha-1 blockers increase urine flow, at least partially, by relaxing smooth muscle in the gland. Tansulosine is selective for alpha-1, adrenoceptors, and is better tolerated than other antagonists. Now, talking about beta blockers. Beta blockers vary in their lipid solubility and cardioselectivity. However, they all block beta-1 receptors and are equally effective in reducing blood pressure and preventing angina. The more lipid-soluble drugs are more rapidly absorbed from the gut, undergo more first-pass hepatic metabolism, and are more rapidly eliminated. They are also more likely to enter the brain and cause central effects, for example, bad dreams. Cardioselectivity is only relative and diminishes with higher doses. Nevertheless, selective beta-1 blockade seems to produce less peripheral vasoconstriction, like cold hands and feet, and does not reduce the response to exercise-induced hypoglycemia. This is because stimulation of gluconeogenesis in the liver is mediated by beta-2 receptors. Cardioselective drugs may have sufficient beta-2 activity to precipitate severe bronchospasm in patients with asthma, and they should avoid beta blockers. Some beta blockers possess intrinsic sympathomimetic activity, for example, partial agonists. The clinical importance of this is debatable. So that is all from the topic, drugs acting on the sympathetic system. Keep watching sqadia.com for more detailed lectures.